Milk is perfect for the species it's designed for. We're now seeing science is showing us that milk is so specific and so intelligent. The mother will produce different kind of milk to feed a girl than to feed a boy. So there's so much still we have to learn about it, but what we do know is that every single species on the planet stops producing the enzyme to break the lactose down in milk, including humans. Only humans now have adapted to not just drink the mother's milk past weaning, which we kind of think is gross. We're drinking the milk of a species that is designed to make a calf turn into a 1,200-pound being. And not only does it have the addictive opiates in it, it has powerful hormones and substances that are totally not designed for the human body. Now, a lot of people consume milk thinking that it's a great source of calcium, and it is a great source of calcium for calves, not so much for humans. In fact, cow's milk has a substance in it that coats the stomach lining and inhibits calcium absorption. The other thing is that it has these powerful hormones, and if cows are not treated well and fed well, there's sickness within it. So things like disease, it's a great carrier of disease. And in raw milks, there's good pathogen, good bacteria that will kill the pathogens, right? But when it's pasteurized, they're taking an alkaline substance, which is perfect for the little baby cow, and turning it into an acid-forming substance, which is one of the reasons why in the countries with the highest dairy consumption, we also have the highest incidences of osteoporosis. There's the other matter of the sugar, the lactose in cow's milk is very different to the sugars in mother's milk. And as a result, we're getting way more fats and sugars and things in ratios that aren't suited to the human species. Yes, we have adapted. We've learned how to pasteurize it and turn it into cheese so it breaks down differently in the body, but it doesn't mean that it was actually meant for the human species. So a fantastic alternative to milks are to have nut and seed milks, and they're so easy to make. Now, what I encourage you to do is to make your own, because most of the nut and plant-based milks on the supermarket shelf have a lot of highly processed ingredients in it, and in some cases chemicals that really react with the digestion system not so well, and some of them don't even contain the nuts that they're proclaiming are actually in their milks, so not a great thing. Best thing to do is to make your own. Now, super simple to make in that you just get nuts or seeds or a combination of both, which I do. Absolutely love the combination of raw unpasteurized almonds, but if you can only get raw, just use those. And I soak them overnight in spring water and drain them the next day and peel them. And I peel them because it takes off the skins that have the enzyme inhibitors on it and have tannins in it, which is not really good for the human digestive system. And if you find an almond in nature, it actually comes out of the shell without the skin. So the other thing with peeling it that's great is that if there are any rotten or spoiled or damaged almonds that will make your almond milk go off faster, you can actually exclude those and get rid of them so they're not going to spoil the whole bunch. I also love to use cashews because of the creaminess that it adds to the almond milk. So again, I soak those and drain the liquid off of it the next day. These are great to do the night before soaking them, and then you can just rinse the water away the next day. And the last thing that I put in, or the last few things, which is kind of makes my almond milk super special, is about a tablespoon of hemp seeds, which I soaked overnight with a teaspoon of vanilla bean powder and one pitted date. And I basically take all the liquid in that and I put it into the blender with the drained cashews and almonds that are peeled. And I just top that up with about 3 to 4 cups of spring water or filtered water, if you have it, to make probably about 1 liter of milk. And I just pour that into a mason jar, and it lasts about 3 to 4 days in the fridge without spoiling. Sometimes you can get 5. Sometimes if you put a little pinch of salt into it, it lasts a little bit longer. And that's a great thing that you can use as an alternative to any kind of animal milk that has absolutely no downside in the body.